actually, earlier in the story, they had that Melania doesn't want him to run either. And so we'll see what happens tonight, but we'll see what happens. Here's the thing. If the others don't jump in for 6 months, what does Trump do? There is no debate going back and forth on the issues because nobody else has announced that they're running. So you hear this thing that you get a head start on what? The normal Trump MO is not going to work now.
Well, and that's, so, yeah, it begs the question, is this in part a play to get ahead of a DOJ move on an indictment, which Andrew McCarthy now believes, all right, that Trump himself has kind of sealed his own fate in that regard, and that an indictment is now certain on the way.
And he sealed it because of going after his numbers. Yeah. His influence in the Republican Party has gone down, and the Justice Department will take that into consideration.
Yeah, right.
That if he was the lead candidate, they might not go after him. Right?
Right.
Is that the case?
I don't know if that's the case that Andrew McCarthy makes.
Yeah, but that's what I'm wondering. Is that the case that he's making?
But I think that's actually a very good consideration. I think that's a very good consideration, because if, let's say we were getting close to the summer of 24, he was the presumptive nominee at that point, then the DOJ likely would have to reconsider a move like that.
Politically, though, culturally, he was the presumptive nominee a week ago today.
No, I would say that's the case, yeah.
If I'm looking at it from the Department of Justice as to whether to go after. And that's what I thought the case that Andrew McCarthy was making.
I'll have to go back and recheck that. But I think that, there is some of that. And it does make you question, because that's a bold move, even if you're as politically motivated as A.G. Garland is.
This is Red Eye Radio on Westwood One.
Earn personalized savings on commercial truck insurance with Smart Haul from Progressive. Learn more at progressivecommercial.com. Not available in all states or situations.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
If you are 65 or older, you know this. Watching your hard-earned dollars fly out the window on healthcare costs is frustrating. Well, here's something that can really help, and it's worth taking a minute to look into. Medishare 65 Plus. Medishare is a community of Christians who share each other's healthcare bills, and it really is a community too. People encourage and pray for each other. Well, Medishare 65 Plus is a low-cost option for those with Medicare Parts A and B, and it fills in the gaps where Medicare stops. It's a great way to fight inflation too. You can lock in one low monthly price for up to 10 years. And it's easy. You can use any Medicare-approved doctor or get 24/7 telehealth access from the comfort of your home. Very worth looking into during Medicare open enrollment, which ends December 7th. If you join right now, your second month share will be free. So don't miss this chance. Call 855-PSALM-11. That's 855-PSALM 11. 855-PSALM-11.
Want to save on diesel, repair and maintenance, tires and oil changes? Love's Travel Stops has the card for you. With a Love's Express card, you can save up to 14 cents per gallon, $25 on tire purchases, and even more on service costs. With 600 locations nationwide, you need this card. Love's Express eliminates the hassle of cash or credit cards and brings consistent and competitive pricing no matter the size of your fleet. Go to loves.com/diesel discount and unlock a special offer. Loves.com/diesel discount. This winter, give your diesel a real treat. How's Diesel Treat? It's what your diesel craves in the cold. North America's most trusted anti-gel prevents gelling even in the harshest temperatures without the use of alcohol or harmful solvents. Safe and effective in all diesel and biodiesel blends, it lubricates fuel and prevents deposits while safely removing water. For a treat that your diesel will love, turn to How's Diesel Treat. And remember the How's Guarantee. When you use Diesel Treat, you go or we pay the tow. Visit howsproducts.com for more.
Red Eye Radio and our sponsors are devoted to trucking safety. That's why we are proud to bring you the Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club. We've been saluting drivers who have surpassed the million-mile mark with preventable accident-free driving. By reaching this milestone, you can be a part of an elite club of drivers who share remarkable safety records and demonstrate superior driving skills. If you or someone you know is a truck driver with 1 million miles or more of driving under your belt without a preventable accident, register online at redeyeradioshow.com. That's redeyeradioshow.com. The Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club would not be possible without the generous support of the fine folks from Petro Stopping Centers, Howe's Lubricator, Motel 6, the St. Christopher Fund, and Cat Scale. We applaud the individual truckers and fleets who drive with care and keep our highways safe. The Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club, devoted to trucking safety. Register online at redeyeradioshow.com.
This is Talk Radio 560 KSFO, San Francisco, Oakland, San Jose, a Cumulus station.
Winner declared in the Arizona governor's race. I'm Jack Callahan, Fox News. The Fox News decision desk projecting the Democrat Secretary of State Katie Hobbs will be the next governor of Arizona, defeating Republican Kari Lake by a margin of less than 1%. Governor-elect Hobbs, in a statement, pledging to work hard, even for those who didn't vote for her, saying, even in this moment of division, I believe there is so much more that connects us. But Kari Lake posting on social media, Arizonans know BS when they see it. Earlier on Fox News Primetime, Lake accused her opponent of a conflict of interest.
How do you certify an election that is this botched? And she's the one that would certify her own election where it was botched, where the machines didn't work in more than a third of the polling centers? I don't know how we remedy this.
The margin is currently outside the range for an automatic recount, but there are still nearly 20,000 ballots left to count. The Republican Party is one victory away from taking the majority in the House of Representatives after a re-election win by California Congressman Ken Calvert. The GOP controls 217 House seats. That's one shy of the number needed for the majority. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky, speaking remotely to the G20 summit meeting in Indonesia, says he wants Russia to end its war on Ukraine justly and says now is the time it must and can be stopped. Zelensky also said the world should establish a special tribunal on Russia's aggression against Ukraine. After his meeting with China's President Xi, President Biden telling reporters about Russia,
I'm confident that Russia will not occupy or defend Ukraine as they intended from the beginning.
In his speech to the G20, the president will tell the leaders to further isolate Russia diplomatically and economically over its invasion. Wall Street lower Monday. The Dow fell 211 points. NASDAQ dropped 127. Early morning Dow futures are trading about 140 points higher. America is listening to Fox News.
Jason in the House, the Jason Chaffetz podcast. There is always someone doing something stupid somewhere. Dive deeper than the headlines and the party lines as I take on American life, politics, and entertainment. Join me, Jason Chaffetz, every Wednesday as I shed light on the news and make some predictions along the way. You never know who will drop in. Subscribe now on foxnewspodcast.com or wherever you download podcasts.
Connect to Fox News Audio and the Fox News app. Listen to hear your favorite hosts like Brian Kilmeade, Jimmy Fallon, and Guy Benson standing up for what's right, live and via podcast. Just click listen, then swipe right and hear the latest news updates on your time. And scroll down to hear the latest podcasts from Fox News. And it's even easier to listen in the car with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Get programming alerts and notifications. Fox News Audio is on the Fox News app. The voices America trusts. Download it now.
Despite 13 undecided House races, congressional Republicans will hold their leadership elections today.
Republican leader Kevin McCarthy is likely to win a leadership race and officially be the GOP's pick for Speaker of the House. But today's vote will be our first look at how deep his support runs. Conservatives in the House Freedom Caucus have suggested a challenge and are hoping to win concessions in a rules package as leverage. Regardless of today's vote, McCarthy will need to win an outright majority on the House floor in January, a vote that could mean winning near unanimous support from Republicans if the majority is as small as election projections now indicate. On Capitol Hill, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
Former President Trump expected to announce tonight he's running for president again. Yesterday, he defied a subpoena from the House January 6th committee, failing to show for a deposition. He's filed suit against the committee, charging their subpoena is invalid. Former Vice President Mike Pence releases his memoir today, including details of January 6th of last year, telling Fox's Hannity,
I'll always believe that I did my duty on that tragic day under the Constitution and the laws of this country.
Mr. Pence says he's seriously considering his own presidential run. Layoffs in the tech industry continue. The Wall Street Journal reporting Amazon is preparing to furlough as many as 10,000 workers.